This video was really something. I got to see the real issue of the car and discover many things. Please stay to the end so you can see what was the real problem. And I also want to say the quality of the videos will get much better. Today, I'm going to fix the mass airflow sensor. I'm going to scan the car. I already put the OBD2 scanner right there. Right here, these are the 3 codes. P0102. And I heard that it could be an oxygen sensor. So, also this stuff is very messed up. I might paint it or do something about it, as y'all can see. Maybe not, maybe I just leave it. And to access the area, I was so stupid. This took me so long to figure out, but it was just literally the e-brake. Okay, I figured it out. Basically, I needed the parking brake. I just needed the parking brake on. Now I'm gonna be, this is where the engine is at, under here. I took out that was a bit of a problem there, and this is hella rusted. I'm gonna throw some WD-40 in there and then scrub it out to see if I can take out some of the rust before I move it or anything. I don't want it to break. Once it soaks, scrub it. Scrub both. I might be scrubbing with this. I think this is for a chain in a motorcycle. Oh, this one is completely broken, as y'all can see. This car was not well kept at all. Worse. There we go. And besides the rust, doesn't look too bad. Besides, yeah, that's cooked. I can't even move that. It's petrified in there. Doesn't even have one, but underneath does not look that bad. There's some rust there. Let's check the engine bay. A lot of cobweb. This car has been sitting. This car has been sitting. I don't know if y'all can see how disgusting it is. More like dusty. Well, I think this is the mass airflow sensor. I think that is. I'm gonna watch a little video now just to make sure. Okay guys, I saw a video. Completely wrong. It's on the driver's side. The mass airflow sensor, it's right here. Look at how dusty this is. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Hopefully there's no spiders. I have arachnophobia. And that does not look good. I don't know if that's corrosion or what it is. And I see oil there. That means the oil leak is probably somewhere here. And I don't know anything about Porsches or a lot about cars. So, but this is the mass airflow sensor, and I need whatever that screw is. Hopefully it's not a leak on the intake. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the screw, open that up, and see what's going on. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to find a way to hold this so I can unscrew it, whatever. And this is plan 1. I'm gonna see if this works. Hold it really tight. If I have enough space either, because I don't know if I will. Okay, so I had to buy some parts. Shout out O'Reilly. There we go, T20. Got a screwdriver for it. I got it, so maybe I don't need a mass airflow. And I checked how much. I asked them if I ordered it through there, and they said $110. If this doesn't work, it's gonna be a pretty pricey thing. I could go aftermarket. Damn it. Well, first let's disconnect the cable. I don't know how they do this. There we go. Connectors, they don't look corroded or anything. You know, this is my first time working in a car this deep. I had to choose a Porsche. One that is so constrained. The space on this engine bay, it's nothing. This is so tight and just crazy. Hopefully, I just gotta clean it. I think that's it. There we go. Literally no way of knowing this is good or bad, but I see that this is disgusting. Or is that the rubber? Yeah, that's the rubber seal. This is definitely the original one. I'm going to clean this and hopefully it doesn't give the code again. Tiny wire film inside the sensor opening. It says don't touch with the finger, and I just did. Hopefully that didn't ruin it. And it's saying to clean this part. I think that should be good enough. All right, it's saying use wait 10 to 15 minutes. So at 8:05, I'm gonna put it back. And in the meantime, I'm going to clean the engine bay. I'm gonna get to taking out the dust. I'm going to need some. Look at that. I love mechanical things. Like whenever I was rebuilding the moped, that was like probably one of the most fun experiences of my life, and I really did enjoy it a lot, and I loved it, and gave me a lot more confidence in myself, mechanic wise. For me now, it's just a really big step forward. First of all, I've always wanted a Porsche. I love Porsches. My favorite car is the GT3 RS, and I would love to have one. I don't think that will happen. Actually working on it, not just a moped or a motorcycle. It's looking a lot cleaner, but still got that side. Not just working on a motorcycle or a moped, working on an actual car. For me, it's, I don't know, very special. I have that Miata. Only thing I've done to it is coolant tank. And I fixed that. I fixed the leaking. I bought a new coolant tank, and that was a lot of fun for me. I was like, damn, this is really fun. I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to for it to break or something so I can work on it. It hasn't broken, and obviously I don't want it to break. I just wanted something to work on. Now I do have something to work on. Also in the future, if y'all want to see me work on a moped, like rebuilding a moped, I love doing it. I would love doing it. I have a lot of extra parts. I have a 47mm board, or 42, I don't know, I don't remember. Because that big board, moped and everything. So I got it. Looks pretty clean now. So I'll be putting it back. I'll be putting both. If this doesn't work, it's gonna have to be $100. Or I could buy an aftermarket one for 27 bucks, which I might try. This one is gonna be a pain. I think, there we go. Both good now. That fixes the code. If it doesn't, I need a new one, or I have to check if the intake has any leaks. I don't know if I have to turn on the car. Connect the key. Ignition. So the code is still there. I'm gonna turn on the car and see if that fixes it. That was on me. I didn't even connect the sensor. Totally on me. Obviously still gonna give me the code if I don't even connect it. But that does look like it's in place. Okay, so it's still giving me the code. I'm gonna try with the car on, and then we'll see. Guys, no gas. And yeah, you have a ABS light. That's a speed sensor. And it sounds like it's misfiring, but it's not. Oh, engine light went off. So I don't think I'll have the code. Engine light is off. That's amazing. I don't know if y'all can hear me. It's very, very loud. That's insane. Not gonna need a new airflow sensor. Air mass sensor. That's crazy. Yep. Oh wait, it's still there. Code is still there. But never mind, they haven't been confirmed. It does sound a bit weird. I have no idea why. I mean, maybe that's just how it sounds. I'm not the best. But the engine light went away. And that's great, honestly. Now I just have the ABS is for the speed sensor. Let's see. Yep, one code. Oh wait. I don't know, the other two codes disappeared and this one is pending. So it doesn't, I don't know, but the weird sound did fix it. That's great. It sounds normal now. That's crazy. Turn it up. That's crazy. It sounds normal. That actually fixed it. That actually did fix that problem. I mean, I thought maybe the engine could have been broken or something, but no. It has a little weird sound. I have no idea what that is, but wow, that makes me very, very happy. It sounds kind of healthy, because back then it was just like it was a cam less, and y'all heard that a bit. I'll let you guys know if the code does come out a bit, but now I only have one code. But honestly, that just made me so much happier. So happy that that fixed the check engine light. Honestly, I might leave it like this. Or I don't know if it shows, because No, honestly, I love this. This looks sick. I might leave it with the engine open like this. I might put like a little window thing here so it's like nothing gets in or I don't die. The speed sensor doesn't show up anymore, which is weird. I don't know why. Well, this is gonna be today's video. It was just fixing that, and it did fix. It says pending the code, but no more engine check light, and all the codes disappeared, which is hella weird. I don't know why okay guys, my camera died. It overheated. But that's gonna be today's video. I'm gonna be putting all of this back, and I'm just so happy that fixed it. It doesn't sound like an LS cam anymore. It sounds kind of normal. And once I fix the oil leak, this Porsche, and once I fix the rear window, which as y'all can see I removed it, that's gonna be another video. I'm just waiting for some parts to arrive. This video is gonna drop first. All I need is the oil leak, that, and the paint. And technically the paint is not even necessary, it's just cosmetics. Oh, and the headlights. I do also gotta do the headlights. This garage is so tiny. I also gotta do the headlights because they are, let me take out the camera, they're very, very, I don't know how to say this, foggy, I think, especially this one right here, as y'all can see. But hey, extremely happy with how things went out today. So gonna be putting all of that back and all of that, and see you guys in the next video. So yeah, it was not the MAF airflow sensor, it was just the intake was broken. And in the next video, it's gonna be me trying to fix this for 4 hours, because Porsche just, I don't know, it's just crazy how tight this is. And I couldn't find a way. I looked up and it said in the rear wheel, the freaking whatever it's called, and I just couldn't find anything. So yeah, next video is gonna be that, and this video was basically for nothing. Well, my whole 2 hours doing this, or 1 hour.